Good morning, students. In this session, we are going to discuss about water pollution, the sources of water pollution, and its cause and control measures. In general, water pollution is defined as nothing but the alteration of physical, chemical, and biological characteristics of water, which may cause harmful effects on living organisms like human, plants, and animals. The major cause of water pollution are industrial waste, sewage and wastewater, mining activities, marine dumping, accidental oil leakage, burning of fossil fuels. And other causes of water pollution are fertilizer and pesticides, radioactive waste, urban development, leakage from the landfills, animal waste, underground storage leaks. Here, the first one is causes related with industrial waste. It's a waste produced by the industrial activity which includes any material that is generally useless during a manufacturing process, such as the factories, industrial mills, and mining operations. Here, a target question for you students. Please list out the waste coming out from the industries, from various industries. Another type of industrial waste are pulp industry, sugar factories, burning of coal, tanneries, chemical solvents, steel industry, paper, oil, textile, glass, drugs. Apart from that, a lot of industries are there. Chemical industries, drug-oriented industries, and steel industries, iron industries. What are the causes of the mining industry? It's extraction of valuable minerals or other geological metals from the earth. And the wastages are just discarded to the nearby river, so that the water is getting contaminated with the byproducts added out from the industries. Here I mentioned the sewage water discovered in the residential area. And the picture clearly shows that this is a contamination of water due to oil spilling of the same. And marine dumping and whatever the waste that we are getting in the industry, sometimes they put it in a container and they throw the marine so that all the aquatic animals get suffer. And most of the dumping involves deposit of waste from the factories, industries, tankers, and ships. And dumping of plastics is another example of oceanic dumping, which leads to adverse effects. And next thing is also with fertilizer and pesticides. These are the major issues related with the water pollution and the animal waste. There is no proper methodology for the disposal of animal waste, so they are just keep on dumping in a particular area, and they mix up with other harmful chemicals such as like cholera, diarrhea, jaundice, dysentery, and so on. The water parameters are broadly classified into three categories: physical, chemical, and biological. And what is the specification of drinking water? It should be clean, odorless, and the pH of the water should be between 7 to 8, and the chloride and nitrogen should be less than 250 ppm, and fluoride should be less than 1.5 ppm, and the total dissolved TDS is said to have 500 ppm, and the hardness grading salts are nothing but calcium and magnesium that is responsible for the hardness of the water, and it should be less than 500 ppm, and it should be free from disease-producing agents. It should be free from toxic metals such as chromium, manganese, mercury, and so on. And water pollution type source and their effects. The major effects associated with the water pollution is in bacterial infection, virus, parasitic blooms, and so on. Other things, oxygen demanding waste, human source, such as sewage, animal food loss, paper mills, food processing units. These are the types of human source. And here we list out some of the chemicals that is responsible for the pollution. That is nothing but lead, arsenic, selenium, fluorine, and so on. And other types of plastics, gasolines, cleaning solvents, detergents, etc. So all these types of chemical metals are responsible for water pollution. And sometimes the plant nutrients like nitrates, phosphates, and ammonium, even potassium, salts are also responsible for this. And sediments, for example, soil and cells, land erosions, and very rarely these radioactive materials such as radon, iodine, uranium, cesium, plutonium, thorium, all these also responsible for the water pollution. And the issues associated with this radioactive waste is nothing but genetic mutation, birth defects, and deformation in newly-born child. What are the control measures related to water pollution? So water pollution control should be in the hands of central and state government. And number two, more trees, plants should be cultivated. Scientific techniques are necessary to be adopted. Industries should be run based on the recycling process. Public awareness regarding water pollution is a must one, and continuous monitoring of water pollution is required. Sewage water treatment. The main objectives of SWT is to convert outfit completely harmless and let eliminate the offensive smell and remove the soil content of the sewage, and it destroys the disease producing microorganism. And here I provide a link for your time view so that you can able to understand the in-depth mechanism involved in the sewage water treatment. And the steps involved in the treatment process are number one is preliminary treatment, and number two is primary treatment that involves sucking process, and the number three is secondary treatment that involves biological treatment either in aerobic or anaerobic conditions, and number four is tertiary treatment, finally the disposal of waste. And again here provided a link that clearly explains you the mechanism of all these primary, secondary, and tertiary method of treatments. And the primary treatment involves the screening method, and here I listed a question for you. Please highlight the materials removed during the screening process based on your perception. And again, it includes the physical process like screening, grid removal, and sedimentation. These are the basic mechanisms involved in the primary treatment. And in the secondary treatment, it removes almost all the organic matter that escapes in the primary treatment, and even it also removes suspended solids and so on. The secondary treatment further we classify the trickling filtration methods and activated sludge process. And the tertiary treatment involves chlorination and dechlorinations. And finally, the disposal of such dumping in low-lying areas, burning of sludge and dumping into the sea, or it may be recycled for the further usage as a fertilizers. And next topic is water treatment process. And normally we used to have the zeolites or shape-selective catalyst or ion exchange method, such as demineralization process. And the mechanism involved in the zeolite process I written here. That the zeolite bed, the zeolite is nothing but calcium aluminum silicates, and it's having a tendency to remove almost all the metallic species that is responsible for the hardness in water. And here I given a mechanism regarding the regeneration involved in the zeolite process. For clear animator view, please have a look on this YouTube. And the ion exchange process involves two types of exchanger resins. One is cation exchange and one is anion exchange. Here it will remove almost all the cations. In the second compartment it will remove almost all the anions, and whatever the water coming out of the anion exchange resin is totally free from both cations and anions, and that is eligible for drinking purpose.